Hey guys, what's going on? So last week I put out a commentary on, I think, what the future state of our industry is going to be when this refi rally shifts and how we have a new competitor on purchase business to compete with. And to recap it, the short form is we've got a lot of call centers that have popped up to capture refis because, well, there's low-hanging fruit there. And they have trained up sales. They have gotten people licensed. They've gotten hard costs already down and spent. And so when the refis go away, what do we think the chances of these organizations saying, well, that was fun, let's just get rid of everything we have? Or do you think that they're going to shift and try to focus on a purchase consumer, knowing that the number one purchase lender in the country is Quicken, that more than 60% of consumers start their online searching or their home searching online, which means there are purchase leads to be had. Now, I'm going to give a proof point at the end of this, but let me go another layer deeper. Right now, through this refi rally, we have originators around the country. I've got a friend of mine in New England. He's going to do $1 billion underneath his name up in New England. There are originators here that are going to do $700, $800 million worth of business. We've got people all throughout the country in our industry that are going to do numbers that are bigger than what mortgage banks used to do. Now, do we actually think that these originators are writing every single one of their own deals and managing every single one of their own files? Probably not, right? They might have some help. So let's look at real estate for a second. Now, I know mortgage is different than real estate. We try to have some separation, but look at the number or the top real estate agents throughout the country. What are you going to find as a common theme around those realtors? They have teams. They have people underneath them that are taking care of clients of theirs, but also a team that are nurturing leads because they are lead machines. They're getting a lot of names in, they're nurturing, they're turning them, and they're trying to get them to the point of wanting to buy a home. Well, in an environment like this, where these teams have propped up in mortgage and gotten bigger and bigger and bigger to handle their client load, what do you think the chances of these local teams are going to be like, well, now that the refi rally is gone, let's just get rid of my team? No, there's a human connection. These are people that they've gone to war with. So what they're going to do is try to retain these people. And what are they going to do? Well, they're going to look for solutions. You can only capture so many realtors at one time, but one thing you can do is plug into lead systems. And so what's going to happen, guys, is we don't just have now in a future state of call centers to compete with. We're also going to have these mega teams in our market that are going to plug in to these lead systems to try and keep the pipeline going, to retain their folks, and obviously serve more local consumers on purchase transactions. Now, let me give you kind of a proof point. I've got, obviously, Low Depot. We have a huge sales staff. They're busy like you guys, meaning they don't have time for new stuff and to get creative because, well, they got enough of their own business to handle. Even in that kind of market, guys, I think I've mentioned this before, we push digital purchase leads. So purchase consumers down in market and door originators. And we are far from perfect. Like we are figuring things out as we go. But in the last 3 to 4 months, we have funded over $400 million of purchase volume from digital purchase leads. What does that mean? Put it in the context of 2019, that puts us pretty darn near as a top 75 mortgage bank in the country just in purchase leads, meaning even when we're not focusing on it, we are doing an amazing amount of business with purchase consumers starting online, and those numbers are only growing, and we continue to expect that because that's where consumer behavior trends are going. So why am I saying all of this? Again, guys, yes, we've got to focus on the problem that's in front of the windshield. But if you look down the road further, we see this end to the refi rally coming. And if we ask ourselves, what does the world look like at that point? Yes, traditional referral source business is the game. But there's also this other lane on the highway that is going to be digital purchase leads. And whether it is big call centers, big local mega teams, we are going to be competing for our consumer on a local level that starts digitally. It's pretty darn important for you to plug into it because it's going to help you serve more consumers, serve your community, but also help you capture more referral partners like realtors and financial advisors. And so this industry is not going to stop this march, guys. It's up to you if you're going to play along. Pretty big opportunity for you if you're willing to learn and invest some time. Take care, guys.